Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is an amazing day. It's a special day. In a cold evening, my husband has joined me and we're going to have an interesting conversation. We're going to talk about how we met. We're sharing our love story tonight, some bits of our marriage. And before we do that, please subscribe, share, and like this video. So, Eric, welcome.
Thanks, Florence. Well, my name is Eric, and I'm glad to be here. Husband to Florence. We've been married for, it would be 13 years in December this year. And I'm just glad that we're going to have a conversation regarding how we met, the journey so far, really our love story. Yeah.
Okay, so this love story, we're going to share it through playing this game. We're going to play a game as we answer questions. So I'll be the first.
You go first. You love games.
Oh, no, let me pick another one. Okay, so how many children do we have?
So we have 2 children and boys. And yeah, we have 2 children.
Yes.
We got them after we were married.
Yes, definitely. Okay, Eric, it's your turn. Yeah. So now.
All right, it's my turn. So, how did we meet? When and where did we meet? Oh, okay. So, I met you in the central part of this country, a place called Nakaseke, but formerly Luwero district. Most people know it as Luwero. I'd come to work. I came to a school to teach. It was a job with a ministry that was taking care of children. That's where I met you. And we met initially as work colleagues because the same year that I joined, that place is when you also came on staff. So I think that's when I met you. Yeah. And yeah, that's how we met. Yes.
Do you remember the year?
Would that be 2006? Yes. I think it was, yeah.
So we were both employed the same year, though I grew up from that particular place.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
okay.
It's my turn. Okay. Let's talking about challenges. Let me first pick another one. I don't want to talk about challenges now. Oh, blessings. What blessings have we experienced in marriage? Yeah. What's your take?
We've seen God bless us. Marriage itself is a blessing. To be married to someone that genuinely cares for you and you genuinely care for is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So we got married really in a way young, not so young, but we didn't have much, but we were willing to do what was honorable to God, so we got married. And nearly 13 years down the road, we've seen God's blessing. He's blessed us with children, 2 handsome boys, and nearly 13 years this year. We are growing to be more affectionate. I think you're more affectionate than I am.
Yeah.
But I've grown, and I'm still growing in expressing affection and learning to love you in a way that you understand. The other blessing is the blessing of companionship, where I have a friend in you beside or above the wife, you are my friend. And it's a blessing that God has kept us on this journey where, you know, we've shared life together.
That's true.
And that's a blessing from God. I don't know if there's any other blessing that you can talk about, Florence.
Yeah, I think just to add on the companionship, just having someone to do life with,
Yeah.
to share thoughts, fears, dreams, and just to know I'm not walking alone. And marriage provides that committed relationship that, you know, yeah, we might fight here and there, we might disagree, we will not see eye to eye all the time, but this is my person. And I think for me, companionship has been a big, big blessing.
Yeah.
Definitely there's the aspect of sex and the oneness that comes with that. When we agree together, the unity that comes with that. And you've talked about children. Yes, I agree. And marriage has provided, you know, so many blessings, and
we prayed some prayers together, and we've seen God answer those prayers. That's a blessing as well.
Yes, that's true.
Looking back and realizing God has been faithful. Yeah. All right, it's my turn.
Yes.
Any challenges? How are we overcoming them?
So we've definitely had challenges. We've had challenges like, you know, illness or sickness or financial constraints. Those were challenges that sometimes were out of our control.
Yeah.
You know, we could not do anything about it. But we've also had challenges that were because of our immaturity or selfishness, you know, where we needed to grow. So we've had challenges in communication.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you want to add on that?
Yeah, I think when you talk about communication, for example, you like understanding things. You're a person of great conviction. I loved that about you before we got married. But now on this other side, married, it's a very interesting attribute because you're the kind of person who will not just follow. You want to understand before you can follow. And sometimes my inability to communicate well has brought us to a place where we sometimes, you know, conflict, and one of those is because major reason being that you're strong in your convictions, and while it is a good thing, one of the things that I really love about you, it has also in some cases been a challenge.
That's true.
And you talked about finances. Money is a very interesting thing, especially to us men. When you have it, life feels good. The absence of it is very interesting. And so those times where we've had no money have been very interesting times, because for me they are tough. And I don't know what your experience has been, by the way, because you've seen me when the money is there and when we do not have the money. Yeah, you tell us.
Yeah, money. We got married when we were so broke.
Yeah.
So broke. We fell in love, decided to do the right thing, and that's, you know, let's do it the right way, let's get married.
Yeah.
But money. So we didn't have money, so the lack of money now also became a challenge. My husband, my dear husband, when he's broke,
This man here.
when he's broke,
Yeah.
it's tight.
Yeah, it's very interesting how, it's tight on my end. And those times where we've had, where you've come up with very great ideas,
Yes.
other times when we are broke. And sometimes I'm wondering, so Florence, why did you bring that idea when the money was here? Because sometimes for me, that when I do not have money, I feel like an invalid. And so, yeah, money has been one of those challenges
Yes.
that God is helping us, get over. But yeah, it's one of those challenges that we have faced.
Yeah, because I think when you have money, you're so agreeable, you're so, maybe let me say kind, like, I would suggest things and I'll be like, well, could we do this? And you'll be like, yeah, let's go. So you're so agreeable.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe more kind when you have the money. And of course, definitely me who likes fun and being playful, those are good moments.
Yeah, you're
Those
right.
are good moments. So money has been a challenge, and for the last 12 years. But we've walked through it, and
Prayed through
yes.
it, and just believing God to heal us in the area of our finances. Yes.
Yeah, but also we've agreed the power to agree and plan together has helped us, even with very little money. At least I'm sure the fights would have had around money would have been even bigger or more, because of the way you view it and because of the way I view money. So but I think because we agreed earlier on that let's plan together, let's sit, let's agree, that I think that has helped us. It has been like a solution to that area. So I am not, while you might not be agreeable because you don't have the money or you're frustrated, at least I know you're not hiding it. So that in a way has solved that, and praying together and believing God has helped us. The other thing the other solution has been having a community of believers around us. Friends who value marriage, who love marriage, and who sometimes will go through similar challenges that we've gone through. So the church that we belong to has cell groups, and our marriage cell has been such a big support. When you sit together as couples and you realize that there are similar challenges, usually the mountain will look like an anthill at some point, because you realize they are common. So the challenges have been there. Communication, we are still growing. I feel like
conflict,
yes,
resolution, how to resolve conflict. Your history sometimes determines how you view and do life today. And so we are two people, two different histories. So sometimes the way you handle stuff is not the same way that I handle, and that sometimes has been a challenge.
Yes.
But we are learning, and you talked about our marriage group. People are very honest, which has helped us, and open up to some of the challenges that we have, and people just freely share, what they think would be godly solutions. And when we've put some of these, solutions to practice, we've seen ourselves go over certain challenges. But I think the most important thing that we've done is, of course, praying together through some of these challenges.
And even our difference, the differences that we have, fact that he is a man, I'm a woman, the way we process things is just so different.
You're right.
The way we see the world is also somehow different. And the way we respond is even different. Upbringing, just, the way you were raised, you don't know that when you get married, the way you were raised is so important. It's like you kind of believe the way you were raised is perfect. And the other person also believes the same. So yeah, we've had those challenges. We've had argued, but what we've done, we've not hit each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've argued, we've been angry with each other, but having friends also who love family and love the Lord and are also working on their marriages has helped.
You're right.
Yeah, so when you talk to a friend and they're like, well, and they give you good advice, it helps, and I think that has been also helpful especially for me, because as a woman, I want to really talk about something that is bothering me.
And on my side as a man, when it has really bothered me, I don't want to talk about it. So.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So I have a few girlfriends that, sometimes I bounce those frustrations on. I don't know if that's right English, but that has helped, That way, by the time we talk, I feel like I am more accommodative.
You're right.
Yeah, so we've had those challenges, and our marriage definitely is not flawless.
We are still a work in progress.
Yeah.
You're right.
And remember when we got married, we had gone through a lot of teaching about temperaments, marriage, all those things. So even after 13 years, we are actually still learning. But we are grateful for that journey that we have walked. We are grateful for the challenges, and because I feel like they've helped us to grow.
Yeah.
We are better people. Those challenges have helped us to grow. We didn't know we had, certain things that we needed to work on, but we thank God, even through the challenges. Yeah, I think it's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Oh.
I read that. Yeah.
How has been the journey so far? I feel like we've kind of answered it.
I think we did. Yeah. It's been a journey of faith. It's been a journey of learning to love, me learning to love you in the way that you understand being loved. But same on your side, loving me in the way that I understand. Because I think when we began, we had these definitions of what we thought love was. And we realized, you know what, this person is not me, and I am not Florence. So learning has been part of the process, and it's been a beautiful journey. We've had to drop certain things off. We unlearn certain things. I would say I'm a better person nearly 13 years down the road than when we began. How has been the journey for you?
So far, the journey has been good.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that we've stuck together. We've stayed together through the hard times and the good times.
Yeah.
Like, it's worth it. And yeah, it has been bumpy and good times and bad times, and like it's a mixture of all those things. But I think the good times are more and the blessings are more. Because like I said, even with the challenges, we've learned a lot and we've grown.
Blessings, some bruises, but we've also seen just God's faithfulness on the journey.
Yes.
We've had some breakthroughs, and it's been a beautiful journey.
Is it? That's your turn. It's your turn.
My turn. Okay. One thing that attracted me to you. Now, because I'm the one asking the question, let's start with you.
Oh.
What attracted you to me?
I loved the fact that you were focused. And you're still focused, actually. So when I saw you as a young man, you were focused. It was not that when I saw you, I fell in love with you, but I watched you. And I think it's because of my nature that I watch people. And sometimes from a distance, I'm noticing so much. So I watched you and I realized you were focused. And then you would not flirt with other, like with women. You treated women with respect. And for me, that one was important because I feared getting married to a guy who was just flirting with, who would flirt with, X, Y, and Z, flirting with this girl and that girl. For me, that was a big turn off.
Yeah.
So I noticed that about you. And I think everyone I told, I remember when you told me you liked me, I remember my reaction was not bad, but was not positive, was not for it. But every time, everyone I told was like, can you imagine Eric told me this and this? Because in my mind, it was not there.
Yeah.
Everyone I told me, actually, Eric is a good guy. I was like, really? So, of course, when your girlfriends, I remember I told one of my girlfriends, Christine, and she was like, by the way, Eric is a good guy. I'm like, I had gone to just pour my frustration, and then when she said that, I wanted to tell, like really. But when she mentioned that, I think the more people mentioned that, several girlfriends told me that, I think I started to notice. Though I had noticed the fact that you were not flirting with girls. The other thing I loved about you is you were down to earth. And you would connect, you didn't really care, you were not tribalistic. I don't like tribalistic talk. Because I was raised in a community that had so many tribes. So you were not tribalistic. Yes, you were God-fearing. So anyway, I could go on and on and on.
Yeah, so one thing that attracted me to you was you were a woman of conviction. And I saw that from conversations that we had as a team of people that were working together. You were strong in the things that you believed. And I think for me, because you were a believer in God, it kind of influenced the convictions that you had. That drew me to you. Of course, when we got married, it was now different. It was a different thing for me to. I had to adjust because somebody that is strong in their convictions is not just going to turn. But I love the fact that you were not just bending just to anything. You were not a yes person. I needed somebody firm in what they believed, and I saw that in you. It attracted me to you. And as I've said, when we got married, you still remained the same, and leading you, a woman of conviction, is not a very easy thing, but it's beautiful. It's what attracted me to you, and nearly 13 years down the road, I still value that about you. I think there are certain things that you've helped me not make certain decisions that would have been disastrous. And one of those is just because even when I would like certain yeses, sometimes based on conviction, you will say, Eric, no, let's not take that route at this point. And yeah, that's one thing that really attracted me to you. Yes.
Eric,
It's
I
your
said
turn.
so many things. You don't have. Well, it's my turn. How long have we been married?
We've already mentioned December this year, it will be 13 years.
Yes.
Yeah. My turn.
Your turn.
All right. This could be the last one. How did we fall in love? Wow. You already mentioned I was interested in you, and I remember calling you one day, and I was very precise to the point. I think you phoned me doing laundry. You sat nearby, and I said, you know what? This is how I feel about you, and I would like us to get on a journey where you will be my wife. And I was not. It was not a trial thing. I was committed to this. I think I said, you know what? Let's get on this journey, and if God desires, I am committed to marrying you. And of course, you didn't like it. Initially, you looked at me and you even looked disappointed. But I had let out what I believed. Yes. I think in Uganda here you call it a manifesto, which was very simple. I am interested in you. I would like you to be my wife if this is what God would desire. Yeah, so our falling in love was, I think love came along the way. It was not a one-day thing, but because we started as friends.
Yes.
I remember you were very strong in conviction, and sometimes I would feel like, the guy that will have this woman for his wife will have to prepare himself because she's too firm. But, 13 years down the road, I am the man, you are the wife, and love kept growing, and it was tested. You remember, we went through a process where we were tested in terms of are we committed to this?
Yeah.
Is this the person that I really want to spend the rest of my life with? And we are glad that we went through that process. Yeah.
Well, for us, it wasn't love at first sight.
No.
But we grew. I think, like I said, when my friends made those kind of comments, I started to say, okay. But you said I looked disappointed. I think when you called me that day, I thought you were going to tell me something different.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe you want to talk. I don't know. I didn't think that you were, because you never showed anything. There was no sign. And ironically, there's a friend of mine who told me, "By that guy likes you." And in my head, I was like, no. So anyway, for us, it was not love at first sight. But I think I grew to love you because of the things that the person that you were, and I kind of feel like my friends contributed because they were so positive about you. For me, I had not seen you in that way.
Yeah.
I just saw you as a colleague, someone we're working with, and a friend. Yeah, we talk here and there, but so I think that's why I was like shocked.
Yeah.
And I think I was in a season of my life where I was looking for friends, not really like in a way marriage. Yeah, so but I grew to love you. Yes, at some point, I'm sure I fell in love, and And I remember telling you, no, please don't force me. Allow, just at least you've had my response. Respect that, because yeah. And you respected that. I think that helped a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in men who push you.
Yeah, because I had said what I needed to say.
Yeah.
There was nothing more to say.
Yeah, so some other guys would push you and irritate you and be around you, trying to, get the yes from you. But when I said, don't push me, don't force me, I've shared what my response. Please respect that. I'll also respect you. So I think that helped. So it gave me space to watch, to think, to process my own thoughts.
Yeah, to pray.
Yeah, and I think it was like a year down the road. Yeah, that we got to talk about it again, and then I gave you the response.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's our love story. Yeah,
It has not come to an end yet. we still look to God, who has been faithful in keeping us together as husband, as wife, as parents, and we look forward to more years doing life together. And well, that's really our story.
Well, I just want to encourage anyone, maybe you just gotten married and you're not sure, or you're going through challenges. 13 years, coming to 13 years down the road, we're still learning and unlearning. Do not be discouraged, do not fear marriage. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And just work on whatever you need to work on. And if you have enjoyed this video and maybe there are a few nuggets here and there that you could run with, pick them up and run with them, and may the Lord help you along the journey like he has helped both of us, and he is still helping us. And I just want to encourage you, surround yourself with a community of friends, whether wherever you are at, friends that love, family. Well, Eric, I have enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you, Florence.
Yes. And if you have enjoyed this conversation like I have, please like this video, share it with another person, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in our next conversation. Bye.